Welcome to AZ in the Circle, Arizona Softball Podcast. We have two great ballers with us today from Sandra Day O'Connor Softball. And Rachel Davis, pitcher, and Sydnee Williams. Yeah, Sydnee Williams, class of 2026, and Rachel Davis, class of 2025, uncommitted. Yep. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. We got basically five topics we want to cover. I want to cover your current high school season. I know you guys are in the throes of regional play, just a few games left. Then you got senior night, then it's on to the playoffs. I want to talk about that. And then we'll recap the fall ball with Rachel with Storm Westover. And then you joined Storm Mathis this past fall. Yes. And we'll talk about that. And then also, I got some clips, got some video. I'd like to see you throwing the ball and then you smacking the ball. And then we'll talk about your summer schedule. I know you're going to Storm Downs, yep. move Storm Downs, and you're with Storm Mathis this summer. So we'll talk about your schedule and what's going on there. And then we'll wrap it up with, hey, what do you love most about softball? Yep. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
All right. Okay, let's get after it. So your current high school season at Sandra Day O'Connor, you guys are off to a great start. You know, you're in the thick of it, regional play. And tell us some of your favorite moments so far of the Rachel of the high school season.
So my favorite moment so far is definitely Bullhead City. We were kind of new together, starting playing with each other, and then Bullhead you're with the team 24/7. You have shared hotel rooms, bus.
Almost like college.
Yeah. And so no parents, no distractions. You're just really taking that
definitely
time
like college.
Yeah, definitely taking time with the team to just bond and play as a team, not as by ourselves. So that tournament was probably one of my favorites, and we kind of came together with our talent and with our teammates to compete against very elite competition. So
for the fans out there, can you explain the Dave Kopp tournament? What's it called? And
it's called the Dave Kopp's Tournament of Champions. It's in Bullhead City, and
top team.
Yeah, a lot of top teams go there from California and Arizona, even some like Nevada. And it's a large tournament. There's probably like 15 teams more than that.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of different brackets. Ended up in the championship bracket, and we placed fourth.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, yep. The highest any O'Connor team has ever placed in that tournament.
And you guys Sandra Day O'Connor has had some great softball players in the past. Who are some of the great alumni from Sandra Day O'Connor?
Grace Lyons, probably one of the best shortstops in the whole entire country. Jocelyn Erickson, current catcher at Florida right now. Haley Busby, first baseman at Oklahoma State. Your sister.
Yeah, my sister, Justice McLean. She played in outfield at McNeese State University. And Riley Holtorf.
So, of all those awesome alumni, this team has done the best at Cops.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. And Sydnee, how about you? What are some of the favorite moments so far of the season?
Some of my favorite moments are the bus rides. We all just like to have fun with each other, mess with each other. Then my other probably favorite moment so far was the game we played against Milliken in the Dave Kopp's tournament. It went into extra innings, and we had to go into the
bottom of the eighth, bottom of the ninth.
Bottom of the seventh.
We're tied. Bottom of the seventh, we were tied, and then I think we had to go in the bottom of the eighth, and then it was where the runner has to go on.
International tiebreaker?
Yeah, international tiebreaker.
Yeah. You guys won it in the eighth or the ninth?
We won it in the eighth, but we had to go out back on the field and hold them, and so we ended up doing that.
So you actually did it the hard way. Sometimes it's just a flip of the coin, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And in your case, you had to hold them. Mm-hmm. You had to bat first. You want it to be the reverse where they get up to bat first, and then you guys did it the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's super. And then that puts you into the the championship round
or
to qualify.
Like the top of the bracket, so there would be two teams that compete for third and fourth place, and then first and second, and so we were competing for third and fourth.
Okay, that's like you said, with lots of teams, top teams in the country, the best Sandra Day O'Connor had ever performed, and I'm sure, you two had a lot to do with it, but also your teammates to get that far with that kind of those kind of alums in the past. Maybe they haven't been as stacked, as deep as your team. Mm-hmm. So I'd love to hear about the studs you guys have on your team.
So to start off, we have Charlie Shuttler. She's committed to Rutgers University. She's probably one of my favorite catchers to throw to. Amazing teammate, amazing player on and off the field. Always brings the energy. Aubrey Burgos, she's our shortstop, second baseman. She can play really any in the middles. She's committed to Southern Utah University. again, great player, always making plays, always loudest one in the dugout, just picking up.
That's saying something because
Yeah.
Charlie can, she's
Yeah.
pretty loud.
Yes. Aubrey always picks up, like, if someone makes an error, she always cheers them out and say, hey, you got the next one. And then...
Oh, we have Reagan Holtorf. She's committed to Grand Canyon. She plays shortstop. Again, really great teammate, always picking everybody up. We have Mia Johnson. She's going to she's committed to Loyola Marymount. Outfielder. Again, great teammate. Make sure everybody's hype and yeah.
So that's just set up nicely for the playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's only, I think, 3 or 4 games left in the regular season.
I think,
Four, I think.
4.
And then you're off and running with the playoffs. How far did you guys get last year? I know you have a buy-in game sometimes, but it's the first round, second round. Or was it a bad thing to bring
No,
up?
it was
No.
good.
Okay.
We made it to quarterfinals, lost 2-1 to Queen Creek, but it was a really good game. A lot of
High intensity.
growth and high intensity throughout the whole season last year. So we're trying to make a run this year again.
Have the seniors on your team said, hey, this is what we're working towards, and they've had some good leadership?
Yeah. Our main goal this season is just for growth so that we can not focus on, of course we want to win and go to the state championship and
Everybody.
make it far, but our main goal is growth and like how are we going to become a good person on the field and off the field, and how are we going to help each other as people to grow in our character. So
Well, yeah, that's great. It's kudos to the seniors.
Yeah.
They come up with probably the theme.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. All right, thank you for sharing that, and good luck in the playoffs. I'm
Thank
excited
you.
to see what happens because I know those teams that you played in the quarterfinal last year, they got another great team again this year. So, but we'll see what happens here. And then let's recap fall ball. Next topic here. You were with the Storm Westover, and where'd you guys compete in the fall, and how'd that go? I know that was a very important fall for you.
So we went to a couple tournaments in California. It was just kind of like showcases. So it was just showcasing in front of college coaches to get seen. And then we had a lot of local tournaments at Legacy. I don't know what other fields, but mostly Legacy.
Yeah.
But
Well, a lot of teams
Yeah.
around the country come to us, to Arizona, because of the good weather.
And so it was just kind of competitive, try and get looked at by colleges. Recruiting season has been high and stressful, but it's been good so far. So.
It's gonna happen. So,
Yeah.
yep. And we'd love to have you back when it does happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then, hey, you made a move, right, over to Storm Mathis. Tell us what got you excited about making the move, and when you did make it, and you finally were with the team. How was that, coming together?
It was really fun and cool to see like who I'm gonna play with. All these top players are going to D1 colleges, Power Fives, and
You're a young sophomore, and how they've been receptive to you.
yeah, they were really supportive. I could ask them anything. They helped me out a lot mentally and physically, like in softball.
That's great. What about where'd you guys go? Is it because you guys did your Storm Mathis, one of the premier teams in the country? You went outside of Arizona. Where'd you go to?
We went to Texas, Georgia, the Scenic City tournament, California, I think is the PGF shootout, and then we did a few local tournaments at Legacy.
Okay, and you're excited to start the summer up there with them pretty
so
soon.
excited.
Yeah. Okay, great. So we have some video that we want to show on Rachel. Now, this was, you said the Cops tournament was your favorite.
Yes.
Well, hey, it would be my favorite too if I was pitching against the #1 ranked team and I did as good as you did. So, well, I'm not. So that'll never happen. But I can see why it was your favorite part. So let's roll tape here. It's against Pacific, the #1 ranked high school team in the country. Come in there with a curveball. And drop in. You got her guessing. You call that your backdoor curve?
Backdoor curve, yeah.
Yep. And this is your rise ball.
Yep.
It's nice. This is the one I think I like the most. She knows it's strike 3, and she just walks away before the ump even calls strike 3. You're out. That's good. Right hand pitcher, uncommitted. You'd definitely be a blessing on any team out there.
Thank you.
Yep. So good. And then now a word from our sponsor. Pure Green Juice Bar in Tempe, Arizona. It's located off of Mill and 3rd Street, just behind Daily Jam. They are big supporters of ASU softball, so much so that they're offering 10% off any smoothie if you go get juiced up before the game. So pre-game at Pure Green Tempe, 10% off any smoothie in the house. And then and the Sun Devils win, for the next 24 hours, you get 15% off anything on the entire menu. So go Devils. And remember, whether that's a home game or an away game, anytime they win, you get 15% off the entire menu. They got great acai bowls. And in the morning, they got great avocado toast, great different things. So, hey, Pure Green Tempe. Next up, I got Sydnee Williams, class of 2026. The way I like it here is, you're a powerful hitter. First at bat, you lay down a bunt. There's no way they're getting you because you got speed too. Then you got some heads up running there. You end up at second. Your next at bat, they can't come up front. You hit a bomb to right center gap. And then your third at bat, now you got them all perplexed. Well, what am I going to do? Do I sit back? Or do I charge? I'll sit back. Okay, then I'll bunt it. So, high IQ softball player. And then that one against your rival, Pinnacle, over the scoreboard. That's fantastic.
There's Aubrey going all
You
high.
can see
All
her.
of us were
You
so
can see
excited.
how high.
And then that picture there is where you guys finished fourth at Cops. You actually ended up hitting 4 home runs over the weekend. So that
Yeah.
great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm excited for your summer to get going. And that's what we'll talk about. We'll talk about summer next. So summer schedule is coming out. And it's a big summer for both of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Rachel, tell us about, you're going to be with Storm Downs this summer. Tell us about what you know so far about the schedule, because that's about a month away to start practicing for it.
So I just got moved to Storm Downs, and the summer so far is completely busy. We're going to Colorado Sparkler, and then I'm participating in the Patriot games with Sydney. And then we're going
Is that as individual? So
yeah, so
Coach
it's like
Mathis
a-
puts together the uncommitted athletes.
Yeah. So
I think that's so
before
cool.
The Colorado Sparkler, and then we're gonna go in our own teams, and then we're going to the Kansas City Top Gun tournament, I believe, and then PGF Nationals, and so a lot
At
of
Huntington
recruiting
Beach?
trips. Yeah,
It's so nice.
yeah. So we're
Yeah.
excited, but yeah, busy summer.
Good. And then Sydney?
We start with the SoCal A's tournament. It's an invitational. and
That's in
then-
June.
Yeah, I think it's early June. And then we go to Patriot games with Rachel. And then Colorado Sparkler, and then ended off with PGF.
So you got 4.
Yes,
Four
four
big
big tournaments. I think there's some little ones in between there.
Yeah. Okay. But those are the 4 big
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
And the other ones might be just to keep you guys sharp. And so busy. Lots of travel.
Yep. I'm excited.
Which you guys are kind of used to with Cops.
Oh, yeah.
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 And then finally, we want to find out, hey, what do you love most about softball? So we'll start with Sydney. Sydney, what is it about softball that, because you play at a very high level and you've been in softball for a while now, and what keeps you excited? What keeps you passionate about the game? What is it about softball that you love?
I feel like it's really the girls. I've met so many amazing girls over this past few years. They really kept me going. Even at camps or just anything, I've met them and I still see them, say hi. Even my teammates, I wouldn't be able to do it probably without them. They keep me motivated and keep me going.
Yeah, that's been a common theme when we've interviewed other student athletes, is the camaraderie. I'm always thinking they're going to say, oh, yeah, it's bottom of the 7th and bases are loaded, it's full count, I'm up the bat. No, all of them say, oh, it's the relationships I build. It's so good to hear that too. How about you, Rachel?
Going off of that, softball is a team sport, and I love that about the game. It's not individual. You're playing with girls that you'll be with for the rest of your life. And Sydney, I'm gonna know her. I'm gonna say hi to her, even if we're on different teams. And it's just the friendships that I make. And then I love to compete. It's a competitive sport, and it kind of hypes me up. And then,
Oh, yeah.
of course, glorifying God and using that as a platform to spread Christianity and Jesus' love. So
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love to see young student athletes have a conviction and follow their beliefs. So kudos to both of you for being strong. So hey, thank you for being on AZ in the Circle, Arizona
Thank you for
softball.
having us.
Yeah, you guys were awesome. You guys have fun? Wasn't
Yes.
too? Okay,
Yes.
good. All right, so if you liked what you saw and you think we've earned your subscription, subscribe down below, AZ in the Circle. You can also follow us on Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter. It's the same handle, at AZ in the Circle. Good luck to you guys in the playoffs
Thank
coming
you,
up,
thank you.
and then have a great summer.
Yep.
And we'd love to have you guys back in the fall and share some great news. All right, thank you.